Hello, it's Jon and Patch, and I wanted to give you a wee walk as we're heading back today, going back up to Scotland, and to just give you a little tour of Amble and its allotments here in the north of England, the northeast. This is quite close to our in-laws, or my in-laws, holiday cottage, and I didn't even know that you could walk down here. It's really cool. And just I'm saying this like there's a car just heading down. I won't fully explore it, but it looks really cool. It's a bit barren during the winter, but this is where people will like grow things, and they'll have like their own little plots of land. And I love that you get to connect with nature. There's like some greenhouses, and someone's growing some Brussels sprouts over there, cabbages. It's quite a big area, this. And there's also this wee avenue, these big beautiful trees. Today's message in meditation was about water. There was a lot to absorb, no pun intended, in today's message, and it felt like the first kind of concepts, the visualizations I was getting, was that first of all, water can store energy, and we do know this. We know that you can use water to store electricity. You can use it to store heat energy, and we also know that it's programmable. And for those of you that have paid attention to there's various scientists that have run experiments where they take water and then subject it to emotions, such as positive emotion for like love, emotion for day after day, and then also vice versa. And do like an A/B experiment, like side by side, and then what you can see is when they look under a microscope and look at the structure, they're able to see the difference. And that's so cool. And it makes a lot of sense, right? It's the first time I've really been aware that water also absorbs, like it's new to me that I was kind of shown like this life force, like this source energy that flows through every living thing. When water flows through rivers and through also sits in lakes and lochs and oceans, that it absorbs a lot of the life force of the living things around it. And that's really, really cool, right? Like it's so magical to just gain awareness of this. I mean, it's maybe not like super revolutionary, this concept. It is definitely new to me. And so when you think about the water you consume, having an understanding of where it's been from is really, really helpful, because then you can where that's been from, where it's come from, and then as you get close to consuming the water, you still get a say on its vibration, right? So something I do practice is just before I drink a glass of water, I'll bring down a big column of source light from the highest dimension of source above, and then bring it down through my heart, like through my head, through my heart, and then I'll send it directly into the glass and set the intention to fill it with love energy, and also set the intention that water is very nourishing for me. And Patch, why are you dragging so much? What is it? You just want to stop and pee? I don't think I've showed myself yet. Speaking of beings, here I am. I've just had a 10-hour sleep, and that is almost literally twice as much as I'd normally sleep. And I didn't feel particularly exhausted. It just felt like, why not? Just see how much my body would benefit from. And then I went for a run to the nearby village called Warkworth, and ran a little bit around the old castle there. It's just beautiful. It's a really, really beautiful place. Brings back all the memories from previous lives. So just sharing some of that. And yes, I've been drinking quite a lot of water. I felt quite dehydrated when I woke up, and very puffy faced, if you didn't notice. But yeah, I feel amazing. I feel so much better for the rest. These last few days have just been incredible, very nurturing and very restful. The other thing you can do with your water is, really pay attention to, where it comes from. Would you consider filtering it? It does fascinate me that, somewhere between the physical and the metaphysical, that both are important. And I feel that the energy comes first. So when you consider this, when you consider that the energy comes first, it means that you should focus, or it's more beneficial to focus on, filling your glass of water with love energy first, and then, paying attention to what's in it. You could also drain away anything from it that, any negative energy, that lower vibration energy that doesn't serve your highest good. So that feels like good practice to pay attention to. And maybe I'll do a wee video on this rather than just talking about it, like show you some practices that I do. And I do feel it helps. And I feel like maybe it should be a 14-day challenge or something, or 7-day challenge or something, so that you can just get into the practice and the routine of it and see if it helps you or not. I do feel that you can also do this with food, because so much of what is in our lives is filled with water. Is it something like 80% that the human body's filled with water, and then a lot of our food, isn't it like things like mushrooms, etc., are almost entirely water. So it makes a lot of sense that you could just perform the same practice of filling something with love energy before you do consume it. And then your negative self-talk, definitely staying away from that, right? I feel like I was shown in my meditation that we're the ones that create the emotion. It comes right from the center of our heart, from our soul into our heart, and our heart resonates out that energy. And so when you pay attention to what you're generating from the center of you, you realize, it's important for me to have conscious awareness of what it is that I'm generating, because a lot of that emotion is then stored in the water within you. Jon Patch. So that's a real thing, right? And what do? I do feel that my positive self-talk is always increasing, and the words matter, right? The words, the thoughts do matter. The more you say to yourself, even tweaking things, like if you said to yourself, I'm not feeling well, versus if you say, I am recovering, or I am healing from, whilst you don't want to deny the experience, you also want to put a positive spin on it, which is really helpful. And yeah, I think it's just really powerful to be conscious and make decisions about the energy that you place within yourself, that you store within every aspect of you, every dimension of you, including all the water within you. And I was also reflecting that my diet has my diet is improving now that I've been indulging so much. My kryptonite is snacks. I don't usually eat a lot of it, but through the festive period I've eaten a lot more chocolate, and I found myself having more conversations with my body about it. Not every single little chocolate that I've eaten, but I've had conversations about whether it's okay to eat more or not. And now I definitely feel like I will benefit from a break. Even though New Year's is a big thing in Scotland, and it's like our kind of second Christmas, if you like. For some, it's even bigger than Christmas. Certainly, our New Year's celebrations are bigger than Christmas. But yeah, it's really important to focus on diet too. Anyway, I hope this ramble and amble helps, and thank you for your kind love and support. Wishing you a beautiful rest of week and 2025. Take care. Sending love.